Singleness is the most important part of your life.
Who's gonna save me now? I hope it's you, my babe. Don't change a thing, you are amazing. I can't believe you come and save me. You can stay here, spend every day here.
Singleness is probably the most important time of your life because it's the time where God gets to reveal to you who you are. You become self-aware, you find purpose, you get identity. And Matthew tells us that that there is a God way of progressing in relationship that has more parts than just love, marriage, baby. So this is what I think the relationship progression should look like, okay? The first one should be singleness. Singleness is probably the most important time of your life because it's the time where God gets to reveal to you who you are. You become self-aware, you find purpose, you get identity. And Matthew tells us that we're supposed to love God, love ourselves, and then out of that love relationship, we can accurately love others. But most of us are trying to figure out how to love others before we learn how to love ourselves. So we're always looking to them to make complete our deficiencies because we never learned to be okay with us.
What up, everybody? It's Chris Roscoe, and today I'm going to be teaching about the most high-power piece of psychological equipment that you have, and that is your identity. Your identity is that which creates the frame for your entire reality. And your mind will work tirelessly to make sure that your external reality matches the identity that you've picked for yourself. There's multiple different reasons this happens, first of which is something that anybody who's ever had an identity crisis can explain to you. When you break out of your identity and you no longer know who you are anymore, it's extremely terrifying, it's destabilizing, it's uncomfortable, and it's very disorienting. You just kind of walk around not knowing who you are or how to engage with your life or really what to do with yourself. And it's a very uncomfortable experience that your mind works really hard to avoid. So as a result of that, your identity is also what gives structure to your reality. It says, this is who I am, this is how I engage in the world, these are the things that I can do, these are the things that I can't do, this is the rules that I've set for myself, I'm going to have to engage in these rules. Anytime anybody has ever tried to expand into a new level of success or intimacy or whatever it is, ultimately you will find that your identity will snap you back. It looks like this. If you try to ascend to a certain level of success, but you identify as a loser, you are going to sabotage all of those plans because your identity is that of a loser, and your mind must create a reality that is in alignment with your identity. Otherwise, you get all disoriented and terrified and shit. So as a result of that, if you shift your identity into that of a winner, your mind will have absolutely no choice but to create a reality that is in alignment with that identity instead. So your identity is the focal point of your entire reality. There's a lot of experiments that show how you cannot see anything in your reality that you're not looking for, and your mind will not look for anything outside of its identity. So your identity literally tells your mind what the world is, how to engage for it, what information to look at, and ultimately what to do about it. So if you see yourself as a loser, all you will see is opportunities to prove yourself as a loser. Whereas if you start to see yourself as a winner, or you start to see yourself as lovable, or you start to see yourself as good enough for that which you desire, your mind will have absolutely no choice but to create a reality in alignment with that. So the number one most important thing you can do is shift your identity. Decide for yourself who you want to be, what it would look like to be that person, what it would feel like to be that person. Convince yourself that you are that person. Begin to act in alignment with that person, but also hold space for the parts of you that have other identities, right? And a good mantra to use is, even though I feel like a loser, I choose to see myself as a winner. Plug in your own variables for that, but if you use that mantra, you will shift your identity over time, and as a result, your entire reality will shift as well. I'm Chris Roscoe. I love you. I'll see you next time.
Education is not the most important thing. Do you know how many people I know with education that ain't working? You know how many people I know with degrees ain't got no job? Do you know how many people I know with multiple degrees ain't making no money? The single most important thing in your life is your dream. It's your dream. It's what you dream about.
I thought you should know that I really like this girl down in Jefferson City, and turns out she's a lot like you.
This is the single most important part of a healing journey. My name is Michelle. I'm a medical intuitive. I have a Facebook group where I do live channeling every Thursday. The most important part of any healing journey, I don't care if it's spiritual, physical, elemental, whatever it is, you must be present in the here and now. If you like this, either drop me a comment or follow me for more amazing things to learn about your healing journey.
Singles, I want to challenge you. This is the best time of your life. Make hay while the sun shines. Make something with your life. Do something. Be busy. Don't put your life on pause mode, waiting for the guy or the lady to appear. No, get busy with your life, doing great things with your life now. Pursue a career, pursue a business, pursue hobbies that you enjoy. Get busy. Don't wait in one spot and be waiting for that man that will arrive and transform you. That's been a parasite. Make something of your life. Most importantly, your relationship with God. This is when you should take it to the highest highs, if there's any word like that. Because what you're doing now in your single years, you're laying a foundation for the tomorrow you want to enjoy.
Sunland IPTV Entertainment, the other cable company. Perfected Faces Makeup by Candy. Happy 2022. Called Perfected Faces Makeup Artist Candy, the best makeup artist.